Lesson: Understanding business structures. Optional knowledge for long-term success. Understanding how businesses are legally structured is an important part of long-term professional growth, but it is essential to be clear from the start that EarthCare does not require you to form a business entity, register a company, or incorporate in any way. This lesson exists solely to provide education and tools for those who may choose to grow beyond individual work in the future. Many EarthCare professionals work successfully without ever forming a company, and that path is fully supported. EarthCare's platform is designed to be accessible. You can work as an independent professional without being incorporated, without an LLC, and without a formal business registration beyond what your local laws already require. This lesson is not a requirement, a condition of participation, or an expectation. It is offered because knowledge empowers better decision making, especially as income grows and professional opportunities expand. At its simplest level, most independent workers begin as sole proprietors. A sole proprietor is an individual who conducts business in their own name or under a trade name. In many states, this requires little to no formal registration beyond local licensing rules. Income is reported on personal taxes, and setup costs are minimal. For many EarthCare pros, this structure is sufficient and remains so indefinitely. There is no obligation to change it. Some professionals choose to file a doing business as name, commonly referred to as a DBA. A DBA allows someone to operate under a business name instead of their personal name, which can improve branding and professionalism. However, it does not create a separate legal entity or provide liability protection. Like sole proprietorships, DBAs are optional and vary by location. EarthCare does not require a DBA, and many pros choose not to use one. As income increases or job complexity grows, some professionals explore forming a limited liability company, or LLC. An LLC is a separate legal entity that can help protect personal assets in the event of legal or financial disputes. It can also make it easier to open business bank accounts, obtain insurance, and present a more formal image to clients. While these benefits can be valuable, forming an LLC comes with costs, filing requirements, and ongoing responsibilities. For this reason, it is a personal decision, not a requirement, and not always necessary. EarthCare does not require LLCs and does not favor pros who choose to form one over those who do not. More complex structures, such as corporations, are typically reserved for larger operations with employees, payroll systems, and long-term expansion plans. These structures introduce additional administrative and tax obligations and are generally unnecessary for individual technicians or small crews. Most independent professionals never need to incorporate at this level, and EarthCare does not expect or encourage this unless it aligns with a pro's independent goals. It is important to understand that business structures are not permanent decisions. A professional can start as a sole proprietor, later form an LLC, or make changes as their situation evolves. There is no penalty for waiting, and there is no advantage to rushing. EarthCare encourages pros to grow at their own pace based on their comfort level, income consistency, and personal goals. Throughout this lesson, it bears repeating that none of these steps are required to work with EarthCare. The platform focuses on professionalism, legal compliance, and quality service, not on business formation status. EarthCare's role is not to tell you how to structure your business, but to make sure you have the information needed to make informed choices if and when you decide to grow. Many successful EarthCare professionals operate for years without forming a company. Others choose to formalize their business after gaining experience and stability. Both paths are valid, supported, and respected. The purpose of this lesson is not to push incorporation, but to remove confusion and fear around it. In conclusion, understanding business structures is about awareness, not obligation. Whether you remain an individual worker or eventually build a formal business, EarthCare's goal is to support your success. This lesson equips you with knowledge so that any decision you make is intentional, informed, and aligned with your personal goals, not because it was required, but because it was right for you.